Alps Late Mail at 5:30. There's number 10 in picture. There's Debrief again. 10? It's not even starting. Oh, no, that was Let's Went, actually, in picture there. Number 16, Stevie Arnold. It's a pretty big odds. I reckon it's a show here too. Gee, that weather has been sensational today at Flemington. Beautiful blue skies. And there's Corey Brown aboard number 6, Flavour. Flavour getting on in years, but still racing with plenty of gusto. There's a good each-way chance here in this final event, Old Flavour. You never know when he's going to bob up. But stablemate is the favourite, Debrief. And that 5th and unlucky run last start behind Palladium Star, and does look suited in this race today. Squilani, who's drawn a little wide, it's at $5.20. They've only...
And they're racing in the final event, and Examine the Books a little bit tardy away and was getting back with Green Pick after the start. One of the first out is Flavour, going quickly also as Let's Planet up towards the lead. Here's Sports starting to work across, and Marlai is pushing up in the middle. Marlai and Sports from the outside lead Let's Planet, and further back Super Impressive. The inside Flavour, further back in the race then came Mr. Magoo. Then came Let's Went around the outside from Geronimo Run. Examine the Books.
At Doomben, all protests have been upheld.
Green Pick and Canada's last of all. Over on the inside, Marlai outside at Sports, 2.5 to Let's Planet. A length further back than Flavour, and there followed on the outside of it by Debrief, who's up running about 5th. Further back in the middle is Super Impressive from Mr. Magoo. Then Let's Wet, Examine the Books, followed by Rimmer. Well back in the race, Geronimo Run. To Be Fair's got right out of it from Green Pick. Squilani's well back in the race, coming around the turn in company with Kennett. On the bend they race, Marlai on the inside with Sports, and Let's Planet's gone up to make a line of 3. Further out is Debrief, and down the middle is Mr. Magoo. Flavour getting off the fence from Super Impressive. Wider out, Geronimo Run, To Be Fair and Squilani. Mr. Magoo and Debrief have got to the front together at the 200-metre mark. Debrief and Mr. Magoo, they're coming away a good couple of lengths in front of further back Flavour. Mr. Magoo and Debrief. Mr. Magoo with his head in front. Mr. Magoo's going to come home with the last. Mr. Magoo a neck on the line. Debrief 2 lengths away, third Flavour. They're followed by To Be Fair with Geronimo Run. Then came behind those Super Impressive Green Pick Kennett. Squilani wider out from the gap in the race, Let's Planet. Further back then Sports, followed by Let's Went. Well back in the race then came Rimmer, followed by Marlai, and Examine the Books is last of all.
Now repeating, all protests at Doomben upheld. New numbers 2, 3, 5, 1 and 9. 5 the winner at Flemington, Mr. Magoo. $9.40 and $2.60 for Brad Rawilla. Number 2, Debrief, $2. 6 Flavour, $4.60. Numbers are 5, 2 and 6. We're standing by for the 4th number for the first 4. We also need some amended totes at Brisbane. We'll have them for you shortly. Quickly back to Flemington.
And 3rd to 6 Flavour, 5, 2 and 6.
Now those new totes are in the frame. At Doomben, 2 Wajo, 5.20, 180, 3 Gasconade, 3.60, 5 Sheer Devotion is $2.60, Quinella 47.80, Exacta $90.20, Trifecta $465.90, first 4 2351, $2,564.70, double doesn't change, $47.90, special.
Racing now, and a good dispatch to the final race, and Flavour was one of the first to bounce out. In the early stages, it's a good battle. Let's Planet is up there driving for the lead. Sports is coming across. Marlai is going forward as well, trying to find the lead. Settling. Marlai had it, but Sports drives on from the outside to head him now. Let's Planet settling down in 3rd. Flavour is 4th on the inside. Clasley being followed by Debrief, his stablemate, a length and a half further back, Super Impressive, and then Mr. Magoo. They're followed by Let's Planet out very wide. Let's Went out wide in the middle of the field, and then Examine the Books, a length and a half further back, To Be Fair on the inside, followed by Geronimo Run, and then Rimmer a long way back coming to the turn. Squilani ridden away from the pace, 3rd last, and then Green Pick and Kennett. Sports the leader on the outside, coming around the turn ahead of Marlai. Let's Planet is 3rd as they swing the corner, and he's being followed then by Debrief wider out. In behind them is Flavour trying to work into the clear. Mr. Magoo coming down the outside, Super Impressive needing some room, and then came down the outside Geronimo Run, and Squilani is still a fair way back past passing the 300 metres now, and Mr. Magoo let loose with a big run to go up and join Debrief, and they go together at the 200, leading from To Be Fair. Super impressive, Mr. Magoo and Debrief. Mr. Magoo on the outside, finishing the better, and it's Mr. Magoo beating Debrief. Flavor's got up on the inside to grab third, then Geronimo Run and Super Impressive together with To Be Fair. Next green pick Squilani. Kennett was next, and the gap behind those to Let's Planet, followed in by Sports, and then came Let's Went, Rimmer, Marley, and Examine the Books is last of all.
Yeah, nice win to Mr. Magoo in the last at Flemington, and Brad Rawiller returns at 8.60, 2.70 over the stablemates Debrief and Flavour. $14 Quinella, 40.60 Exacta, 7.52 the 5.26 trifecta. Geronimo ran fourth, and that first 4, 5.26.14, 7,416.80 at Flemington on the final event, Melbourne Cup Carnival Week. Now Doomben with the new set of placings and divs. 2 Weijo, 3 at Ascot, Perfect Minx, Alibi Bay, Adventurer, all the 100 raters, and then So Canny, 1, 3, 7 and 2. At the start, Randwick, 7.30 Perfect Minx, 8.30 Alibi Bay. They're all given hopes with our Annabelle. The favourite would be Adventurer at $3.50. And further down to Mr. Tambourine Man. Also given a good chance too for Alana Sanson there at $4.60. Okay, now Randwick, this is still pretty short factional, and into $1.90. Does look hard to beat though on that slashing run last start and flashed home. Our Archie's Girl down in the weights is at $6.50. Jazzy Bullet, Tell Someone Is Steady at 12s. And then Mr. Attorney Kezia getting on in years, but won well last start. Spurred On at his best would be a big show, but has the big weight today. And also Hydra Master there is given some hope at $17. And Darren Beedman has ridden a double there today. He won earlier on the Strutter, who came down the outside and won there, and he won that previous race in a tight finish on Navy Blue, just getting up to beat Silent Impact. The late mail from Wayne Harris in the last is 2, 9, 7 and 1. 2, 9, 7 and 1. Okay, that is just about it from me today. I hope you've backed plenty of winners. It's been a pretty interesting day all round. A pretty good day too to wind up the carnival at Flemington. Another just about 50,000 they tell me were there today at Flemington. Okay, we're going to Ian for the last. Nick Roban is in next for a great night of harness racing, greyhound racing, and still plenty of thoroughbred racing to come too. So have plenty of winners tonight as we take you off to Randwick for the last. And here's Ian.
Yes, thank you, Chris. One to go out here, and number 2, Factional, very, very short on the tote, New South Wales, $1.90. And the second pick is Our Archie's Girl, who's much better than she is in the ring at $6.40. They're the only 2 hopes, according to those on the course, with Factional in front by about 2 points over Our Archie's Girl as far as the on-track is concerned on race number 8. Now, in the last of the day, we've only got Kessia to move forward, the previous one by number 2, Majestic Fiesta. And in the last of the day, Kessia moves forward, and they're ready for action. This is over 1,800 metres, 190 on the tote, New South Wales Factional. Our Archie's Girl, best back to beat, at 5:40. And they'll soon depart the 1,800 metres. Starter ready for them. And there they go. And the best out was Mr. Attorney. Commencing pretty well was Manziel, spurred on. And Our Archie's Girl is up looking for the lead. And she'll get there. And as they settle into stride, Our Archie's Girl from spurred on. Hydra Master moving up swiftly from Expect a Star, Jazzy Bullet. A horse off the rails. Then Mr. Attorney, followed by Manziel. And passing it Factional on the inside over Tell Someone, Mantovani, and 2 lengths to Kessia. Our Archie's Girl, a clear lead again down the back of the track towards the 1,200 mark. backer. She's a couple of lengths on Hydromaster, travelling third, Expect a Star, followed by Spurred On. Then Jazzy Bullet, Factional going up on its inside, and Manziel is wider out. 2 lengths then to Tell Someone, shading Mr. Attorney, 2.5 Mantovani, a length and a half to Kessia. Out of the back straight and coming down past the 1,000. And the second elect is leading the way. Our Archie's Girl for Chris Muntz, a length and a half. Manziel to second, Hydromaster third, then Expect a Star, Spurred On. Factional, the favourite, racing a little worse than midfield. She's on the inside of Jazzy Bullet from Tell Someone, the rails over Mr. Attorney. A couple of lengths to the veteran, that's Kessia, and a length the Mantovani. No change in the order, working along past the 600 in the last. And it's Our Archie's Girl, a length on Manziel, vigorously ridden, 2.5, Expect a Star, Hydromaster, Spurred On, Mr. Attorney, Tell Someone. Beatman trying to work into the open on Factional from Kessia, Jazzy Bullet, and Mantovani's last. Into the straight they travel, and it's Our Archie's Girl in front. She hasn't had any pressure put to her. She slipped away here at the 250, a couple Spurred On. Factional not getting a lot of room, but past the 200, Muntz goes for the whip on Our Archie's Girl. The stablemate Spurred On second, Factional seeing daylight, but a mile back, but it's Our Archie's Girl in front. She's getting tired, but she's too good. And Our Archie's Girl beats Spurred On. Third was Factional, fourth Tell Someone, then Hydromaster, Kessia, Manziel, Jazzy Bullet, followed by Mr. Attorney and Expect a Star, and last home was Mantovani. And Our Archie's Girl has won the last of the day. She had a charm run in front. Number 9 beating number 1, Waterhouse Quinella, and Factional, when she got clear, she went to the line reasonably well. The winner by Pompey Court from Musical Korea is trained by Gay for Ms. C. Anderson and Mr. P. Bennett. A bay mare 4, start 10, win 4, and she relished the leading role today. She's clocked the 1800 in 1 minute 50.71, which is a class record, bettering Chrysler's Jewels previous of 151.63.
We've got a look at these dividends at Randwick for you folks on race number 8. 9, 1 and 2 they were. Our Archie's Girl, the winner for Little Chris Muntz. Spurred On and Factional, the miners there. Trifecta paying $183 on that race from Randwick. The final event coming through there from Royal Randwick in Sydney. Now the pick 4 we'll get for you in just a moment there. Looking at the situation as far as the official dividends are concerned at Doomben, which has always been safe in the market for the Ascot Gold Cup. And big odds for Chase and Ace for Danny Miller. And we go down to So Canny for the Duck. It's showing at around $12. And we have number 11, Mr. Tambourine Man, in the market as well. As we mentioned to you earlier on, has always been fairly safe at around $4.70. Now, Sydney, just confirming these dividends at Randwick on race number 8. The winner was 9, Our Archie's Girl, and scoring quite well at $4.60 and even money. Spurred On and Factional, the trifecta, $183.30. They're on 1, 5 and 7. And the only scratching out of the last race from Sydney was number 12, and that was Letitia. Now, race 1 from Port Pirie Harness Racing is getting underway in about 6 minutes from now, and Zatamilu is the top rater. It's showing at $1.60, so top rater, but also at the top price. 9 Brodeen, 11s into 7s, Intrepid Rain 9s, and fairly steady at the call. Super Tab dividend on number 7 is questionable, and we've got Danyon showing at 11, and then 12 about number 1, Vic's Credit. Now, these dividends have coming through at Morphettville, yet to be correct weight, but it's 1, 4 and 7 across the line. And the 8th trifecta on the day has paid $381 on race 8 from Morphettville. OK, now looking at Ascot and the top 8 in betting. On your screen, Adventure is the top of the top 8. Jay Noski won the previous with Clockwork Orange. Peter Nucky the second race on the top weight Gran Turismo. And the first taken out by the Duck on Vain Zoe. As we head now to Ascot for race number 4, they're preparing to load them into the gates. And once again at Ascot, here's Darren.
Adventurer, who in contrast is rock hard in condition, fit and certainly in very good form. Now, Mr. Tambourine Man is locked away. Chase and Ace is there. Perfect Minx and Dow Annabelle, 4 stay. The Northern Gold Cup winner moves into the gates. Alibi Bay and Adventurer ready with So Canny, Dynalebe and Lakeside Song. So Friendly Manor is the last of them to move up into the gates. Listed Race the next. First of the black type races, the Group 2 Listia Stakes, the other highlight later today. Friendly Manor the last to move in and complete the line. Clockwork Orange made it a winning hat-trick, scoring in the previous race today, undefeated in 3 starts this campaign, and again scored comfortably. Now the starter has the button. This is the Seppelt Challenger Ascot Gold Cup. Stalls open, racing Indigo King, 4 stay were bustled out of the gates, coming over So Canny soon after the start. Also going up in between horses is Perfect Minx and Alibi Bay having a shot for the lead, with Mr. Tambourine Man shooting through along the fence. Great battle to sort themselves out. Alibi Bay, as they reach the top of the hill, went to a narrow lead from Mr. Tambourine Man, and he now crosses and draws a length in front. Perfect Minx up handy, running third. Fourth, but 3 and 4 deep. So Canny decides to go for the rider as he quickly sneaks a look over the shoulder, drops across one off the fence to give Perfect Minx an ideal trail. In behind her then came Friendly Manner from Our Annabelle as the speed dropped off. 4 stay was next on the inside of Lakeside Song, then Adventurer, followed by Dinah Lieb, and last is Chase and Ace. 1,400 metres to go in the Gold Cup, and Alibi Bay wheels into the back of the course. A length and a half the break on So Canny, which is under restraint. Tambourine Man is running third. There goes Dinah Lieb when the speed dropped off, shooting around the outside from second last, and he's quickly moved up to second, and Chase and Ace from last was able to track him right around the outside of the field. So Alibi Bay going to the 1100 leads the way from Dinah Lieb. So Canny's in the middle from Chase and Ace, going up 3 deep, and Mr. Tambourine Man hugging the fence. A length and a half to Our Annabelle. She'll be suited here with nice mid-race pressure, and now Carberry's off around them with Adventurer. He takes off 3 and 4 deep, going around Perfect Minx, Lakeside Song, then 4 stay, which has got shuffled right back to second last, and Friendly Manner the tail ender at the 700, and Alibi Bay giving back as a great sight in the Ascot Gold Cup. A length and a half the break. Dinah Lieb being pushed along. One away Adventurer. Mr. Tambourine Man's had a perfect run inside of Sir Canny. A length and a half to Our Annabelle, and then 4 stay. Lakeside Song, Friendly Manner, Perfect Minx called it a day, and Chase and Ace's run was short-lived, but Alibi Bay set sail for the judge and kicked away. Alibi Bay at the 250, 3 lengths to Dinah Lieb. Mr. Tambourine Man in behind them, Lakeside Song. Alibi Bay showing the whip still with a handy lead. 2 lengths on Dinah Lieb. Mr. Tambourine Man. Alibi Bay getting tired. Can he hold on? He will. And down to the line, Alibi Bay wins the Gold Cup from Mr. Tambourine Man. Tight for third, Dinah Lieb. Perfect Minx came again after looking gone for all money on the turn, with Our Annabelle in the centre. And they were followed then by 4 stay, then Lakeside Song. Adventurer was next in, So Canny didn't fire. Friendly Manner and Chase and Ace last in.
Alrighty, there they are, 3:11 and a photo there. We'll get third for you in just a moment, but we do have another chance, if you didn't back the winner, Alibi Bay, to have a crack at Brisbane now, and our final race coming up there. Larry Olsen's been on the job all day. We've been sitting at home watching his tips and following them, and we've got a little bit. Ascot awaiting weight, 3:11 and 9. Trifecta, $1,789 on race number 4. 820 and 260 the winner. Dinah Lieb has put plenty of value into that trifecta there on race 4. Good luck if you got it. Now, moving in Brisbane as we go there for race number 8 at Doomben. Here's Al.
Now we're just about ready now.
I'll be in park tonight, the Troy Laboratories Stake. Winning its 18th from 67 starts now, Ragin Sam. Still won 7 a photo. Race 7 at Ascot. Favourite is Hard Rada, way down the bottom of the weights there. Finito's at $5.20 and Fair Alert at $6.80. Shortly we'll go to Darren for the call of race number 7 from Ascot. Now let's look at these ratings at Wentworth Park tonight on race number 2. And they are Montana Sky, Rapid Trip, Magic Raven, Gillabong, 2, 6, 5 and 9. Number 2, Montana Sky at Even Money, the Even Money tote favourite. $4.40 for Rapid Trip, folks. Here we go.
Villass and Fair Alert amongst the best into stride. Son of Vassac jumped well, and quickly away Mr. Callahan going up smartly in search of the front soon after in front of Jugatrice. Tribula settling back on the inside. Irish Pride got stranded deep outside of Hard Rada, which is midfield on settling. Old Nick next, and then Finito. Old Fashioned taken back to about 4th from last. Exit Lane dark and dangerous behind those, and 2 lengths away last is Little Corporate Bruce's Holmes Villass burns the turf. 850 out. Holmes Holmesville Lass freewheeling, led 2 lengths on Old. The outside, Mr. Callahan shading Fair Alert, which is in the box seat. 2 lengths away then, Son of Vassac. 4th, Tribula next on the inside. A neck away, Jugatrice. Hard Rider being heeled forward from Irish Pride. And then 2 off on the outside, Old Fashion. Old Nick dropped out on the rails, Dark and Dangerous. Finito with the job in front of him. Likewise, Corporate Bruce and Exit Lane last. They're homeward bound in the Lustia. 350 out the Bolter. Holmesville Lass turned the corner from Fair Alert, going much better than her. Shortly afterwards, Brown gave Fair Alert a dig in the midsection. It bounded away from them. Down the outside, the 3-year-old Hard Rider closing the gap, coming with a brilliant run. Fair Alert stopping. Hard Rider's got him. Hard Rider reached the lead from Fair Alert, then Irish Pride Finito, but Hard Rider races home to score a terrific win. Hard Rider wins the Lustia from either the fast finishing Finito, Irish Pride and Old Fashion close up with Corporate Bruce. In behind them, Son of Vassac. Fair Alert stopping abruptly from Exit Lane, Tribula. Dark and Dangerous, and then Jugatrice, Mr. Callahan, Old Nick. And after setting the track on fire, Holmesville Lass cut up badly to finish Stone Motherless last.
Yes, Hard Rider, the winner at $2.70, $1.40. The favourite salutes. Adds a photo for second and third. Nines run third there in Brisbane. Skyway Scooter for Luke McCarthy. It'll be 1, 7 and 9. They're parading at Wendy Park for the next. This one 5 and 6, right. So we're going to show you race 5 at Adelaide tonight and race number 6. Race 5 will go at about 7 to 10 and race 6 will go at around about just after 20 past 10.
3 and the trifecta paid $191.80.